listening to Blacking It Up with Team Blackness, right here on blackingitup.com.
What is going on, people? We are back. This is Blacking It Up. I'm your host, Elon James White. With me, as per usual, is Team Blackness. On my left, noted political strategist, L. Joy Williams. Ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone.
What? Really? Every time? You're never going to just come on and be like, yo, 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 what up? Like, nothing ever? Never?
I don't think that's what they expect of me.
But listen, sometimes you got to shake shit up, young lady.
I'll work on my intro.
I don't believe you're going to.
Shout out to the chat room?
No. I mean, yes, shout out to the chat room, because otherwise they'll come for me, and I don't need any beef. Also with us in studio, we have Premier Straight Man, Captain Lieutenant General. Apparently he's some sort of doctor. We have Aaron Rand Freeman, sir.
It sucks following Hulk Hogan in the introduction. What am I supposed to do? There's nothing. I got nothing.
Tomorrow I'll let you shout out the chat room.
I can't pander that hard. I can't do it.
It's easy. Just say shout out to the chat room.
All right, hold on. Here we go. Shout out to the chat room.
That wasn't enthusiastic.
It was intense. It was intense.
No,
you had to be looking me in the eye.
I didn't feel it any.
No,
that
practice
was so
with
bad.
Me. Practice me. You smile and you say.
I'm still communicating in intensity. Could you guys shut up?
I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you, Elon.
Go for it. We do this Monday through Thursday. And on occasion, we won't. One day we're going to have a smooth opening and no one's going to do anything odd that we have to call out. One day it's going to happen. I don't know when.
I'm always professional and go right, and then you always comment something.
Because it's always the biggest.
Because people want me to be happy and good afternoon, and they want to. It's midday. You've been working all morning. You want to be happy. You want some inspiration. I had inspiration this morning, and it was from the First Lady of this great country.
As you hear the stories of lions like Madiba and Sisulu and Lutuli, you may think that you...
By the way, sign out. She said those words way too well. She said the people are just sitting there going, oh, she's so black. Oh, why is she so black? Why do we have such a black person? Ah, it's too much.
Can never measure up to such greatness. But while today's challenges might not always inspire the lofty rhetoric or the high drama of struggles past, the injustices at hand are no less glaring. The human suffering no less acute. So make no mistake about it, there are still so many causes worth sacrificing for. There is still so much history yet to be made. You can be the generation that makes the discoveries and builds the industries that will transform our economies. You can...
That is, you hear that intonation? You hear the pattern? That's by the way, that's, I don't know, it's not yours, it's my First Lady. It's not,
no,
I don't know, no, it's mine, it's mine.
No.
It's mine.
No.
No, I'm telling you who it is. It's my First Lady.
First of all, I knew who Michelle Obama was before I ever knew who Barack Obama was.
Yes, I know. She was very popular in Chicago. But for a long time, Obama was known as Michelle's husband.
Yeah. So, she's my First Lady.
Oh, my God.
Be the generation that brings opportunity and prosperity to forgotten corners of the world and banishes hunger from this continent forever. You can be the generation that ends HIV/AIDS in our time. The generation that fights not just the disease, but the stigma of the disease. The generation that teaches the world that HIV is fully preventable and treatable and should never be a source of shame. You
Is she not?
Be the generation.
Is she not reading a teleprompter?
I don't think she's reading a teleprompter or from notes.
Honest government at every level. Government that stamps out corruption and protects the rights of every citizen to speak freely, to worship openly, to love whomever they choose. You can be...
I'm sorry.
To love.
To love whomever they choose. Oh, dear. That's not going to go well.
She's not done yet.
That's not going to go well.
She's not done yet, though.
Let
her continue.
The generation to ensure that women are no longer second-class citizens, that girls take their rightful places in our schools. You can be the generation that stands up and says that violence against women in any form, in any place, including the home, especially the home, that isn't just a women's rights violation, it's a human rights violation.
Is she running for something?
And it has no place in any society. You see, that is the history that your generation can make.
You know what I need?
That's my
every
first lady.
morning. I need daily inspiration from the first lady every day. I need her to have a YouTube channel, a podcast or something, and she wakes up every morning and you think my happiness is like if I woke up every day to Michelle Obama telling me I can do, like, I feel like the world, like, I feel like we can just change stuff.
Maybe she's running something. Maybe she's running for the Democratic nomination of.
Wait. I have an idea. Maybe before Barack Obama goes into a negotiation, like with like conservatives and Republicans, he should send Michelle in, and she can do like the speech, and they'll just be like all inspired, and then he comes in and he's like, yeah, about that.
I'm sorry.
Healthcare
I like that
right
you think
here.
that Republicans will be inspired because let's be honest.
I'm saying
Obama,
that is
Obama
not
gives
partisan
good speech.
at all.
Obama gives.
It's different. This is the first lady. It's different.
Obama could drop a hot 16. I believe we all can agree.
I just believe that if Michelle Obama went in the room first.
No. I think that would just upset them. They're like, who does she think she is?
They will be disarmed.
Elitist.
They will be disarmed.
She seems really elite
and then
to me.
Barack Obama can come from the behind and he could be just like, yeah, that healthcare right here.
I believe she sounds really elite and elite. I mean uppity. You know what they call us. You know when our tone isn't right. We're a little bit uppity.
I'm just saying she needs a daily inspiration like podcast, because after I watched that this morning, I was like, I can do some stuff. I can.
Yep. She got me to the podcast this morning.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't believe anyone here. Like, I'm totally not speaking ill of the first lady. I just don't believe anyone. I believe literally if every time she opened her mouth, she had the background of. All of the They still wouldn't trust her.
I think she should just walk.
They still wouldn't trust her.
Walk in. That should just be every step. Like she takes.
They still wouldn't trust her.
All of the lights.
They still would not trust her. I'll tell you right now. They're like still like, why does horns play every time she opens her mouth and walks through the place? Still wouldn't trust her.
Because she's my first lady.
She would just be another robot to someone. There's horns coming out of her mouth every time. All the lights playing every time she speaks.
Oh my God. Well, she might be your first lady, but you know what? She isn't. She's not the favorite of babies.
You okay, baby? Oh, no. Oh, she's just like, yeah.
She's
you better give her back.
Can I get a quick picture? I'm sorry.
Oh, you. Come on, baby. Come on.
There's the girl.
See Michelle's face like, did that baby just... They just stop crying as soon as you touched it. Maybe he is a magical Negro. Maybe he actually is. Or maybe he like when he grabbed her, he started whispering recipes in the baby's ear, like, I could fry you.
Oh no!
That's our president.
No. You will not make a fried white baby joke with the president.
I will. I totally will. I could saute, fricassee.
It's the president!
With a little cilantro. You'd be delicious, wouldn't you? You would be delicious.
I do not co-sign any of this conversation at all.
I would love...
No.
Do you really believe...
No. Moving on.
That joke only applies to you and your taste for white babies, not the president of the United States taste for white babies.
No.
I would love to see like some Republican show goes, that's right, they're really talking about his real feelings for white babies. He's actually really. Are we gonna pretend? Are we gonna pretend that this is a real thing?
No.
No, I'm not. You know, no. I will not be shut down by you. I will not be censored by you.
Shut it
Eldroy
down.
Williams. No.
Shut it down.
No. Okay. I realized that I shouldn't have. By the way, that doesn't work on me. Like, I know you think it works. It doesn't. I ignore. Exactly, Aaron. Look at her. You see her, the cross thing. I don't care.
Pouting.
You pout all the time.
I'm not pouting right now.
Okay.
I understand that pouting doesn't work on you. I am developing another technique.
What's going to be your new technique?
If I tell you, how will it work? Do you not understand the process of developing a technique?
Valid. All right. Well, earlier today on Blacking It Up, we were talking about, on the Blacking It Up radio, we were talking about the idea of the far left. About the idea of the pulling, the tug of war between the right and the left that creates the center. Right? We were talking about that. And I was for the tug of war. I feel like the left has to go far because we have to make sure that we bring things to the center.
All right.
But then I saw this. This is an ad that's been running in D.C. Someone tweeted this on the TWiB IU docket. And this is actually being run by Firedog Lake, the popular progressive blog. Actually, I would like to qualify them as emo progs. This is a term that I just read by it was the Reed Report on Twitter, at the Reed Report. She was the one who I saw tweet that out, and I love it. And so they're pushing the concept. They're pushing the concept to primary Obama.
Do they have a candidate?
I'm assuming that, like, one dude, actually, we were at the Black Caucus at Netroots Nation,
and this one
dude got up and, I'm gonna say, because he was like a little bit nuts. He was like, oh, do you want a black guy in there, or do you want someone who maybe is a white guy, but he's in a wheelchair, but he cares about your feelings? I was like, whoa, dude, like, that was really specific.
Why does he have to be in a wheelchair?
Because it was a specific dude he was calling out. Apparently, there's probably some dude that they're trying to run who's a white guy in a wheelchair. So that was, and I have no issue with a white guy in a wheelchair running for president. I just don't believe that our president should be primaried. He hasn't done anything that should require him to be primaried.
Listen, I'm not saying that just because you can't be primaried. I think primaries help us produce a better.
Would you argue that the president that Obama should be primaried?
I think I have the issue with the should. Because I believe anybody should be able to run, to be able to run. Whether or not we have a candidate that exists, to our knowledge, that provides a better alternative than Barack Obama, I don't know that to be true right now. I think we have a president that has pushed for some great policies. Mm-hmm. He has done a number of the things that he said he was going to do when he when he became president. Mm-hmm. And I think he is the best president for us to have at this current time. I don't know that anyone exists that can provide a better alternative to that right now. So I'm not against people being primary just because, they should just be, if we have a better candidate, if there's a better candidate that exists, then present yourself, run, and then let's have a primary. But I don't think anybody exists at this point.
But they're trying to call for someone. They want to make this happen. And I kind of take...
Why do you take offense to that, though?
You know what? Maybe part of it is an emotional response.
Because he's black?
Maybe part of it maybe I will acknowledge that might have something in my mind. I'm like, really? The Negro's in office, and now we got a primary. The Negro didn't do the magic things you wanted for him. Like, I don't buy that they would be pushing this primary. Actually, no, I'm not going to say that.
No.
I don't. It bugs me. It bugs me, and
I think you're having an emotional response to it.
You know what? I will acknowledge it.
Even as a Democrat, and we have a good candidate at this point, and for most people they're like, oh, don't primary, don't we're going to have a hard enough time in a general election against whoever the candidate is going to be on the other side. There's no need for us to spend money and extra resources in a primary. That is sort of the political and sort of partisan thing to say is let's not waste money, time, resources, and against our running against each other, right? Let's be with the best candidate and go straight into the general election. But I'm also I believe in the candidates being able to present themselves and to be able to run when they feel like running. I don't think anybody's seat should be considered safe. I don't think, that this is one particular person's seat. I mean, we say it all the time here. I know people, we say it in New York, they were like, oh, that's such and such seat. No, it's not your seat. It's just the position you happen to occupy at this particular time. If there is a good alternative candidate to Obama that exists, then, primary him. It's your right, it's your prerogative to do that. But for the greater good of the party at this present time, it is best for us to go all in support of President Obama and let us not waste money and resources on each other, and let's go straight into the general election.
Because in all honesty, when you think about it, what's going to happen is all they're going to do is bloody each other.
Yes, that's what happens.
And at the moment, that's what Republicans. We should let the Republicans fuck each other up, and then we just sit back and ride this out, and see how it goes. Because I understand, because on the other side, like I call out, like I now my new favorite thing is the emo progs. I say it, but at the same time,
love this term.
It's such a funny term. The emo progressives who are just like sitting there in a dark room, all mad because they didn't get all the hope and change that they thought that they deserved.
And part of it, I would argue, is their own fault because they put Obama to be someone that he is not.
Right.
He has wrote 2 books.
Which, by the way, article, yes, there's an article talking about how, like, a weird Obama is being what Obama said he was going to be.
Exactly. He is never presented. Now, I would say that the campaign positioned him to be the choice for progressives and sort of bought into they think he's progressive. Oh, we'll just go ahead and ride that.
Actually, I would argue that what screams progressive was his skin color. That was like, that is a progressive skin color on that dude.
And his combination of the mix of the campaign and everybody being involved, it was more of a progressive, the grassroots sort of involved. Like that piece came and gave the visual of being progressive, but his policies are not.
And so
if you paid attention to that, he was not. And so you are trying to make him
his name is Barack Obama. How can you not be progressive with a name called Barack Obama? I think
people were trying to make him be who they wanted him to be.
Come on, like Barack Obama is Kenyan for progressive.
Yeah. And I agree with you that his skin color, sort of black equals progressive. When not all black people are progressive.
Well, in all honesty, the black community,
most people are not
conservative. If you
really
want to be
not progressive at all.
Right.
Talk to some of them church mamas.
No.
They are not progressive at all.
Yeah. But
and the church mothers vote so that's black women are the voters in African American community, and they are not it's very interesting dynamic. We are not extremely progressive.
No, I wish we were, because I believe that like my mom. Oh my God, my mama called me. I was having a conversation with my mother. My mama. And I said something. I wasn't even talking about the vote in New York, because currently the vote is up in New York for marriage equality. And I said something. I was like, oh yeah, and I'm pro marriage equality, blah blah blah. My mom was like, I'm sorry. What you're for marriage equality? I was like, yes, Mom. Of course I'm for marriage equality. And I saw all her church blood start to mix up together or whatever. And I've always argued to her that I think it's a contractual argument. It's not really. If you want to argue religion, I will go with a church can be able to say, I will not marry you. But as Eldrey's pointed out, churches cannot marry you for various reasons.
Yeah.
So
you can't force me to marry you.
Right. And so I'm okay with a church saying I won't marry you. I am not okay with the government saying I won't marry you. And it's a fucking legal contract. Fucking let that shit ride. Fucking let them get married. And my mom just sees the union of man and woman before God. Like, that's what she sees. Yeah. And I don't know if I can fix her from that.
Right. And for me, like, people that have a religious conviction about it, I understand. That is your personal preference. What we're saying is that from government's perspective, they should not discriminate. I'm not forcing you as the church pastor to marry somebody.
Right.
So I think that's the difference. And then case in point, I do hope, I tweeted this out this morning, I hope we pass marriage equality in New York. I have some great ideas for weddings.
Oh my God.
For some friends of mine who are in same-sex couples, and I think I might do a side hustle as a wedding
Well, here's the thing. That's if I was gonna go on that, then I am anti-gay marriage because I'm anti-marriage. And I don't like weddings in general. So I'm not.
You not like weddings?
Fuck a wedding. I don't give a shit about a wedding. Weddings.
Oh gosh.
I don't.
And we actually argued when we were in the controller's office. Bill Thompson did a report on how us passing marriage equality would increase the city, it would be financially beneficial to the city. We did a report on that.
That's wonderful.
Because you'd have increase in fees for the marriage license. You'd have all these people, photographers.
No long-term relationship. Sorry. I pulled up a clip. I just realized that I have
photographers and sort of all of those things that have extra business. I think it'd be a little boom. For a while.
No, it might be a boom, and I'm for the boom. Run the weddings. I don't care. I just don't want to go to your wedding. I think that's reasonable.
You don't want to go to? You've never been to a wedding and cried?
I have.
Oh my God,
never.
And she looks so beautiful.
No.
Oh my God, he's crying.
Actually, I have a clip of me talking about weddings. If you want to know the truth, I like that. Like, there's some things that I don't have to explain to myself about anymore because I have proof. I say it on air. This happened. Real talk.
And at this point, she's decided that we should go further. And so I realized I have to do something. I have to come up with I know that we have to go to that next step. So I've actually been looking into I've been Googling marriage. You know what I mean? Figure out what are other people saying. And I started discussing it even with my female friends, marriage. I want to know. I want to understand. And apparently, I didn't know this, but everything that I think is actually absolutely wrong. As I've been told, first off, I don't want a wedding. I know, I'm a I don't want a wedding at all. You know why I don't want a wedding? I hate weddings. Fuck your wedding. I hate weddings so much. You know why? No one gives a about your love, okay? Flat out. No one gives a about your love, okay? Your love is not that special, all right? Thank you. How many people in here are in love right now? How many people know someone in love? How many people have heard that someone that they know is in love? You know why? The it's not that special. When 95% of you have known someone or have had some type of interaction with love. It's not special. It's not rare. You know what's rare? Leukemia, okay? Love is not rare. And now I have to go travel to your stupid destination wedding somewhere. They have to fly, have to pay to get there. They have to buy you a gift on top of it, and then I have to go to your rehearsal dinner to hear your third cousin tell me about how special she knew you were since you were 8 years old. You and your third cousin.
I agree with that guy.
I like the cut of his jib.
That guy had a point, and I respect that dude right there.
You know what it is that weddings are too costly for the people that go to weddings.
I really hate weddings.
If you could just walk in with if you could go to a wedding with your pair of jeans and your hands in your pockets, then it wouldn't be so bad. But it costs so much to see someone else love somebody else.
I don't care. No one's love is that important. Now, if you want to get married, I'm cool with you getting married. But when you force me to now have to deal with the fact that you love someone else, and now I have to buy you things, I have to take a weekend out of my life because you love someone, that's not fair. If we're close friends, we're good. We're close.
So if I got married again, you wouldn't come to my wedding?
I mean,
I would go on behalf of Elon James White and Biko Studios.
Can I send Aaron?
Yeah,
Can I send Aaron as a representative?
I'm not as staunchly against marriage as Elon is. I'm not a fan, but like I said, I could go ahead.
I don't like weddings. L-Joy. I will go to your wedding.
I was highly offended.
Then you can't be offended. I said on this show I wouldn't go to my own mother's funeral. How are you going to be offended that I wouldn't go to your wedding?
Wait. Did you say that you're not going to your own mama's funeral?
Here's the thing. I am not pro funerals. I'm not pro wedding.
Who is pro funerals? No one is pro funerals.
Weren't you on the show when we discussed this?
No.
Oh, apparently not. Fuck, why do I keep clapping and laughing? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not.
Now, I'm not pro funeral. Also, in my family, funerals are extravaganzas. We have lengthy hours at a time funeral. Mm-hmm. And we have random things happen.
And funerals,
at funerals.
I don't know about like everyone else, but I know as the way funerals that I go to normally, it's like a 2-day event. It's not like just
you
like
have the wake.
The wake.
And then you go to their house and you do repasts. And then you do the funeral. And then you have repasts after the funeral as well. And so for the most part, you know, funerals are, you go in, you say something over them and you go. But then sometimes you have everybody that, you know, probably did the person who's laying in the casket wrong. They want to come up and fall out at the funeral, at the casket. They want to, you know, scream, "Oh, take me. Oh, mama." You know, and all those kind of, that is what I've been to a family funeral once, and I hope my family is not watching this. I so hope my family is not watching this right now.
I so hope your family's watching this.
Watching it.
I so hope your family's watching this.
And I had a distant cousin from down south get up to say some words, and she called on her cell phone one family member who could not make it to the funeral, on her cell phone, to the microphone, called. Yes. Her sister answered the phone. She said, "Hello." She's like, "Can you put mama on the phone? We at the funeral." No, she said, "Can you put mama on the phone?" "Why?" "We at the funeral right now. We need to talk to mama." "All right, hold on." Ma! Puts Ma on the phone. Ma's like in her 80s. "Hello." "Ma, we at the funeral right now. We just need your prayer." "Okay." "Okay. Jesus, we come to you right now." This is the phone to the microphone at the funeral. Me and my mother are sitting there like, "Oh, Jesus." My mom is like, "If you look at me, I'm going to beat you." Because both of us, if we looked at each other, we was going to pass out from this happened at a funeral.
Okay.
Pictures and
right.
Video at a funeral. No.
That shit ain't right in any shape, form, or fashion.
No.
That's gone too far. My issue is not even that. My issue is not even the ridiculous ghetto aspect of funerals. My issue with funerals is that I think they're terribly, terribly sad. And
yes,
there's a certain amount of sadness that I feel like I will have to experience on a regular basis. There's certain sadness I feel like I'm calling down upon myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like certain types of funerals, I'm calling these things down on myself. And I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
So funerals is completely, I actually have genuine emotion about funerals. And by the way, it's me, and it's genuine emotion, so you know that's bullshit. I don't like that.
You don't like genuine emotion?
I don't like genuine emotion.
You don't cry? You don't cry, Elon?
I don't. If I cry, it's something deep. It's not like I'm just not like watching a movie. Actually, I remember one time I realized that I was a little bit stressed and I needed to like take a couple of weeks off because like I would just be watching TV and all of a sudden I would just tear up for no apparent reason. And I'm like, what is this? My eyes are burning. I don't know what's happening. Is there smoke in the house? I don't know what's going on. And it's because I don't. That's not how I ride. That's not how I ride.
But to your own mama's funeral?
I'm not going. I told her I'd plan it. I'll plan it.
Listen, I told my grandmother, I said, let somebody from the family come up there and want to have, I said, I will have somebody escort them out to the curb. You will not come to my grandmother's funeral. You won't come to my daddy's funeral and be trying to get in the casket. No. You will be escorted out and sat on the curb and you can see the casket when it go on by.
When my father died, someone tried to do that, and my mom grabbed her by the hair before she was lunging. She was lunging towards the coffin to do that, right? Oh, Lord! And my mom grabbed her by the hair. You see her face pull all the way back.
Oh, my God!
And she pulled her back to the floor and she put up her finger. She said, no one is falling out. You see his 5 sons? They are sitting there with their hands in their pockets. And you falling out? And you ain't nobody in particular. You get out. And my mom threw her out of the wake for my dad's funeral.
Would be
Nice.
me.
Yeah.
Nice.
That would be me. And my if you come to my grandma's funeral, my daddy, my mama's funeral, and you want to act a fool, yeah, you will get put out.
My issue is that people are gonna want to do that thing where they want to walk up to you and they want to cry to you and tell you about the person that you just lost, and I'm just like,
no, this happened at the funeral too. That same funeral with the phone on that. Person got up and he was like, she taught me how to be a man. He just kept, repeating that all.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
So I swear it took everything in me and my mother not to laugh.
So basically, I'm just, for me personally, if you die or get married, just don't expect, if you brunch, I am there, son. That shit's on like Teflon, son. If we brunch.
What if it's a brunch funeral?
Ooh. Ooh. It was mimosas and a funeral. I might forget the funeral part if there's mimosa. And that's how someone said they would get me to their wedding. It was a gay wedding.
Oh my God. First of all, a brunch wedding would be awesome.
That's what someone said that they would run a wedding. And they would do the wedding, but their whole reception would be brunch. Like, really, Elon? You're not gonna come to my brunch wedding? I'm
keeping that in the clip. I think that might be something.
Yeah, you got me on that one. I think I'm in.
That might be something
I might hate. Actually, and please no, I still do go to weddings. I thought that after I did that clip. You just
have a scowl on your face?
Here's what I did. I did that clip, like I was doing this festival. That's where that clip is from. And so I did that clip thinking that if I did it and then posted it on my Facebook wall,
then nobody would invite you.
No one would invite me to a wedding. Like, why would you invite Elon to your wedding? Elon fucking did a whole set about how he hates your wedding and hates your love, and no, people still invite me.
I think weddings are
apparently no one gives a shit. Like that's my passive aggressive way of dealing with things.
And I don't believe in going to people's weddings and giving crappy gifts neither.
Oh yeah, really? And I gotta buy you something good? Fuck that shit. I'm not. No.
You know how much weddings cost?
Yes, and I don't want to go. I don't want to go to your wedding. I don't want to. I swear to God, Andrew, when I go to your wedding, I'm fucking getting you like I don't even know what I'm getting you, but it's gonna be cheap, and you gonna accept that shit.
Elon, just get her an Xbox game.
And you can give it back to me if you want.
Yeah, get Call of Duty.
Yeah, I like that you expect. Weddings are expensive, so
they are. Now
that's not my fault.
Mine wasn't.
How is that my fault?
I didn't do all of that drama.
How is your wedding being expensive my fault?
You can come to my wedding and bring that stink ass gift.
Answer the question. Is your wedding
you know what
expensive?
You can do? You know what you can do? You can decline to attend. If I send you
that's
an
my plan, but then you just gave me side-eye when I said I wasn't going to your wedding.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. We have other topics.
I
know. That's funny, though. I'll go to your wedding, though. That'd be great.
He'll be a representative of Blacking It Up.
There's no representatives that come to nobody's wedding.
Why? No. Why? I can't send someone? Listen, you can't tell me how to live my life. I will do what I feel is necessary. Since we're already laughing at something, let's continue the laughing.
I apologize to Kevin, the people that were at the show, for bumming them out. I want to apologize to my friends and my family and my fans and everyone in every community who are offended with this. I didn't know. I didn't mean it. And that's how I feel about it. I don't have a hateful bone in my body.
Can you pause it for a second? The fact that this is a Michael Jordan-style press conference for Tracy Morgan's apology makes me want to throw my headset through your fucking monitor. Thank you.
What did I do?
I'm aggressively hating the fact that this is a massive. You see the flash bulbs going out behind him like he's announcing his retirement after 15 years of playing professional football. Fuck you, Tracy Morgan. Fucking asshole. Fuck you.
This is.
I don't believe that anyone should be bullied or just made to feel bad about who they are. I totally feel that in my heart. I really don't care who you love, same sex or not, as long as you have the ability to love. At this point in my life, it's an opportunity to make a difference, and I don't really see gay or straight. I just see human beings now.
You know what this proves to me?
What? What does this prove?
You know, and whether his apology is sincere or not, I don't know.
Do you really buy that apology? Do you really?
But what this does prove to me is that the entire thing that is Tracy Morgan is an act.
Why? Well, you mean the fact that he's crazy?
Because even when he goes to interviews or whatever, like I've seen him on The Daily Show or things like that, he's in Tracy Morgan mode. This right here is not Tracy Morgan. So to me, it's just like every single thing is an act.
Actually, I disagree with you. I believe he still is in Tracy Morgan mode. Like just how he's speaking, how he talk. Just because he realized that if he told the reporter there that he wanted to get her pregnant, then he would be like he'd lose his millions of dollars. Tracy Morgan can be Tracy Morgan as long as Tracy Morgan has money. But Tracy Morgan can't be Tracy Morgan when his money's about to be messed with.
But that's the point I'm saying. Like he's in this solemn mode, like whatever. I've never seen him in interviews or press conferences or anything like this before.
Well, that doesn't mean that that's not him. That just means that
he's
that
in a
he can
Tracy Morgan character.
No, that just means he can be solemn. Like what? Crazy people can have solemn moments. You think crazy people just walk around eating cardboard and shit? No, they can have moments when they're down.
Why? First of all, why do all crazy people have to eat cardboard with you?
I don't know.
And who eats cardboard?
Crazy people.
That's a terrible phrase. I need to cut that out. But yes, like the fact is that like I don't just because he's mentally unstable under normal circumstances doesn't mean that he can't all of a sudden pull it back when his millions of dollars are at stake. I think that's a fucking I don't think that's showing him that he's an act. He's fucking Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, $30 million on the table. I'd apologize for anything.
I'd apologize for shit I didn't do.
Yeah, it's like $30 million.
Really?
I would apologize for
$30 million. If you tell me like Elon, I would give you $30 million, but you have to apologize for punching Aaron in the face. I'd be like, I am sincerely apologetic. I'm sorry, I am sincerely. I can't do it. I don't have sincerity. That's not me. That's like I would lose that money just because I lack sincerity. I tell people things that I believe about them, and they tell me "fuck you." And like watch this. Hey, Joy, I think you look very pretty today.
Thank you. Are you lying?
That's my point. No one knows when I'm lying or telling the truth. Exactly. And so I lack sincerity. It's a gene that I just don't have. I wish I had it, but
autism.
Huh? It's not autism.
Why are you disparaging people with autism?
I'm not disparaging people. I'm just saying, as a form of autism, you can't communicate emotion the same way. It's not disparaging anything. I'm saying.
Phone lines are open. 718-404-9320. The number again is 718-404-9320. We'll take a phone call, and I'll try to be sincere about whatever the phone calls are. But this is, I don't know. I think at some point I just decided that I was no longer going to give my actual response to things, and then I forgot how to give an actual response. I think that's what happened. Blocking it up, who is this, and where are you calling from?
Hey, Elon, this is Jock from Atlanta.
What's going on, sir? What do you got to say about all this?
I wanted to talk about the Ratchet funeral. It was a Twitter picture going around where this young lady, I think her child died.
Oh no!
And she proceeded to pull the child out the casket and take a group picture with the family.
I saw that picture, but I didn't think the child was dead.
Yes, the child was dead. Yes. That was like the worst thing I ever saw.
I was upset at the person who tweeted it into my timeline because I so could have lived my life without ever seeing that.
Yeah, it was quite disturbing. And I thought it was ratchet, but disturbing at the same time.
Very disturbing. Very disturbing.
I got nothing. Well, thank you for breaking the show, sir. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, great.
That was blacking it up.
I didn't mean to break the show, but yeah, I thought that like when when people are over the casket and saying everything under the sun about this person did this and they saw him 2 times in their whole life,
these are things you should have said to the person.
That's the thing.
I'm gone now.
That is why, by the way, that is exactly why I don't want to go to my mom's funeral. I feel like anything I need to say to her, I could have already said to her. I don't need the funeral to have closure. Like, I feel like when my mom passed away, my mother will know that I cared for her dearly, and that I will know the same. At the moment, I am taking time to record her. Like Baratunde Thurston had hours and hours. You know Baratunde Thurston from The Onion and Jack and Jill Politics. He had this severe, hard drive crashed because he had all this audio of his mom, and when she passed, he lost his this information. But hearing that made me think. I was like, you know what? I should talk to my mom. I should like record her so that later on I have this for saved. And these things I plan to do. I will all have this stuff, but the funeral, nah, son. I don't need to.
I have to say, I feel the same thing about my grandmother.
Huh?
I feel the same thing about. I'm my grandmother's primary caregiver, and I've recorded her and had conversations and stuff with her the same.
And thank you for calling, Jug.
Thank you.
All right, no.
Yeah, I'm not.
Shout out to Tavern.
Indeed, sir. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. I'm just not playing it all.
Yeah.
Blacking it up. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
What's up, brother? Yo, this is Kaja speaking.
Down. Pronounce that again, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Where are you calling from? What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Kaja One, calling from Brooklyn.
What do you got to say about all this, sir?
Good, man. I had a quick question because I'm going to try to unbreak the room.
Okay.
How are you pro cooking white fetuses but anti marriage and anti? How is this possible that you are willing to put picante sauce on the children, but you are not going to help people walk down the aisle in wedded bliss? What is that about?
I can explain that. One of those three things can't happen. And so the fact is that there's just no reasonable time in society that I will be allowed to cook fried white baby. I'm just not gonna be allowed. It's just not gonna happen. No matter how much I advocate and like make it my platform, I start writing like move on campaigns. I can't do I can't do it. It's never gonna happen. So that's why I feel like I can get away with advocating fried white baby.
It's just
the day that I see you in an ad on television for pro white baby cooking is the day that I will invite you to my wedding as my best man.
You act like I won't shoot a commercial just for this. You act like I don't have the space, the time, the equipment.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm not even. I'm gonna sip over here.
Thank you very much, sir.
And on that note, I'm gonna boogie. Shout out to the chat room, y'all.
All right.
That's just way too much.
Hi, I'm Elon James White from Blacking It Up, and This Week in Blackness. Have you ever considered fried white baby?
No! No! You will not do that while I'm still in the shot.
Can you put some on a cracker while you're talking? Delicious.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we're gonna get in so much trouble. I'm just waiting for it to come back at me. Because so far I've gotten away with it way too easily.
And you keep going and going and going. Just leave it.
You know why?
And if you're gonna do it, take us off the screen with you.
Nope. Aaron's okay with being on screen.
It's getting on the. I put up a Facebook status. I said, hey, you know what will go good with that? And then someone said fried white baby immediately. I've never mentioned fried white baby. I'm just in your periphery. By proxy, I want fried white baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I like the fact that people are so uncomfortable. That's why I keep doing it, because like for you to really be uncomfortable with me saying fried, you have to pretend that you think that I'm going to actually do this. Or if it's like a real thing. Like I'm actually ramping up the fried white baby campaign. Like calm down, people. It's like I'm saying, hey, do you want unicorn meat? Like, by the way, I think both will be fairly delicious. Like, I think unicorn meat and fried white baby probably tastes like unicorn meat. So just in case you've never had unicorn,
I can't with
delicious.
I'm gonna change the subject to July 20th.
Yes, July 20th. I forgot about that.
Make sure your face is in the place.
Yes, that's right. July 20th is Blacking It Up Live for Electric Boogaloo.
Also, it's a live performance of L.J. White's theme song.
L.J. Williams, political strategist. We're gonna be doing the whole Jackson 5 thing and like dancing and we do it. She fight for what's right, day or night. You should definitely be there for that. It's going to be ridiculous. I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
I think we're going to have lots of fun.
We have Shorty Love.
And Eject.
Not Eject, because someone tweeted.
Yes, they called you Eject.
E-J-E-C-T. And I'm like, no, Eject, like E-J-E-T. But it has to be in graffiti lettering and stuff like that. E-Jet.
I know how to do the graffiti S, where you do the 3 lines and you do.
Right, you have to do the whole thing. That's what you got to do, and that's what I'm gonna rock. So, all right, people. I think we've been, Eldre, have we been sufficiently black?
I think yes, we have been all the way as black and black as we can be.
As black as we can be. Okay.
As black as we can be. Apparently, we probably still sound white.
Oh right, because someone said that the reason why they thought we sounded like that because we all sound like we're from New York. Sorry.
Yeah, that's an ignorant sandwich. Let's throw more layers on that.
Well, sound like we're from New York. Aaron Rand Friedman, have we been sufficiently black?
All right, I have to go to Eldroy's wedding. I have to have fried white baby.
I didn't say that.
Tracy Morgan is an asshole, and First Lady is a marvelous speaker of the highest caliber.
She's
awesome.
Skilled in a way that people don't know about.
All right, she's beautiful, and
she's my first lady.
How did Barack Obama burst in the door? No, she is my first lady.
Break it down for me.
That's fair. Good night, everybody.
That's no, I told you what? No?
Okay.
I hear you running your mouth.